He loves the madness. All he needs is his trusted hammer, and he could cause a lot of pain. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we talk about comic books and stuff. And this is the epic finale of the first volume of the Minor Threats. Sit back and enjoy. We begin our story with a little blast to the past of Pigeon Pete. You see, he was the greatest burglar in history. He didn't just know how to control and talk to pigeons. He was slick, he was cool. But on one of his little jaunts, when he went to steal the jeweled up egg, he met a corpse with his brain torn out and the jewel stuck right in between his skull. This was his first encounter with the supervillain called Stickman. And now he was kneeling before this very man, having a bomb implanted in his own skull. Stickman has always been a creature of habit. He wants everything to go back to the way they were. No more sidekicks, just pure and utter carnage. And to do this, the first dice that needed to roll was the head of the Insomniac sidekick. After that, he knew the Insomniac would go on a rampage, killing everybody in sight. He wanted to slim the herd. No more extra supervillains, just him and the Insomniac. Their little game for an eternity. Reminds you of someone, don't it? Batman and the Joker. And like I said in the previous video, he needed them for a job. So after injecting them with his own suicide bomb in their neck, he gave them a whole pack of C4. They were going on an excursion. But Playtime didn't want to go. She was visibly annoyed. And he said, "Oh, don't be sad, kid. You wanted to be in the big leagues. Well, this is some big league shit. So get ready, put a smile on your face." Turning to his side, he called Sideswipe. And Sideswipe opened up a portal. And as soon as they stepped through, they knew where they were. This was the Haven, the base of the Insomniac himself, the actual hero that is currently on a warpath, killing every villain he comes across. This prick just sent them to their death. But while everyone was scared, the doctor, she wasn't. She was just wondering one thing. How much? How much was my life worth? How much was my life worth? Snake Stalker, you traitor. As soon as she said this, it was up. Snake Stalker wanted to break her down. "I told you I wasn't the traitor," but she wasn't trying to listen. She said, "Come get this work. I will butcher you right here, right now." But it wasn't just them. It seems like everybody wanted to fight at this moment. Over the radio, Stickman was having the time of his life. He loves chaos. And chaos was what he was going to get. Because as soon as everybody started pointing their hands towards Playtime, a fight broke out. They started physically hurting each other. They started killing each other. And this annoyed Stickman. Wait, what? I didn't tell you to kill each other. I told you to plant a bomb. Sideswipe, give me a portal now. But Sideswipe made it clear, I need to recharge. But Stickman didn't give a shit. Open the portal now. But as soon as he walked through, they were all dead. Completely disappointed, he wanted to set up the bombs himself and called Sideswipe for help. But as Sideswipe was coming through, he got attacked by a freaking advanced teddy bear. The thing about his powers is that they are awesome, yes, but it needs his full concentration. And as soon as that concentration is gone, it closes. And he was halfway through this portal. So yes, he got split in half. Stickman, of course, found this funny. He picked up the corpse and tried to use his abilities, but that's not how it works. He was stuck here. And he was stuck with the people he wanted to kill. Surprised that the bombs in the head wasn't going off, he didn't realize that Shorty had created toy nano soldiers that turned off the bombs from inside their skulls, using blowfish toxin to slow their heart rates and fake their death, forcing him to come here. Brain Teaser took the opportunity to gloat, so proud of himself, forgetting he was still a D rank. Stickman just took his hammer and said, "My hammer wants to say hello." Boom. Took him out instantly. And at that exact same moment, the traitor shows himself. In ReDiscover, it was obviously Pigeon Pete, because he was afraid of his own mortality. He used to be the shit. But now when he goes to a bar, people buy him drinks and say cheers to the good times. He didn't like that feeling. He used to be the shit. And now he was waking up in the garbage. The only person that was there for him was Stickman himself. That was why he betrayed him. But Playtime didn't give a shit. And neither did Stickman because he was having fun. He was like a kid with the hammer. He was crushing skull, crushing bone, like a child in a candy store. He left his hammer in Snake Stalker's eye socket and said, yeah, you come over here, and punched Playtime over and over again. Pigeon P screamed, kill the rest, believe her, please. And Snake Stalker took offense to this, crashing out and punching him to the wall. He grabbed Stickman and said enough, but Stickman was mad flexible. With his right leg, he pushed the hammer deeper into his skull. He was a savage, pulling out that same hammer and doing the Lord's work. Playtime took the opportunity to whip up a gadget, but he was never going to let her. But suddenly, he saw a bright light coming towards him. It was a car, the Insomniac's car, driven by Pigeon Pete. He had to end this. Stickman was dead, except he wasn't. He was going to take you with him until we heard a crack. Playtime delivered the killing blow, and it was all over. Now she had to get her people out of there because this was still his den. Come to find out that there was no escape. He was already there, standing behind her like a goddamn mountain. Scanning his environment, he saw his beloved car and a corpse on the hood. This was the Stickman. He was pissed off. You stole him from me. That was my kill. Lashing out, attacking Playtime. With the kick so hard, she crashed into his display case that held all the weapons of the supervillains he had defeated. She tried to defend herself, tried to use one of the gadgets, but he simply crushed her hand and the gadget. He was going to enjoy this beating, but someone was never going to let that happen. Snake Stalker was never going to let that happen. He crushed his hand in one go, whispering in the Insomniac's ear, you took someone I love, but the Insomniac didn't give a shit. He climbed on his neck and snapped it with the other hand. You think I need two hands to take you out, prick? Tossing his lifeless corpse to the floor, he grabbed his staff. He was about to split her in half. Thankfully, Playtime saw something she recognized, her mother's gun. And that shit packed a punch, literally. In the days that followed, the news reported that the superhero Insomniac and the supervillain Stickman had died in a fierce battle orchestrated by Brain Teaser because that was his own dream. He wanted to be recognized. Playtime's mother, watching all of this happen, was concerned for her daughter, only to see on display her gun that went missing a while back with blood on it. And she realized, yeah, my baby girl is the shit. And her baby girl really was the shit. She banished Pigeon Pete, literally from the whole city, making it absolutely clear she struck a deal with the heroes. Now, with so little A-rank villains, she was basically the top dogs of the D-rank. So she calls the shot, and if he comes back to town, he's a dead man. A few weeks after though, things were back to normal. The heroes had calmed down, so now she could see her kid, and her kid had also unlocked her ability. She was a genius as well, and she could make toys, demonic toys. She wanted to play with her mother, but her mother had a job to do. Heading back to the bar she used to work out, now she was respected. People brought her drinks when she entered, and her squad had captured a hero. One of the heroes that made it a point to take down every villain he saw because the Insomniac was doing the same. She brought him here to give him a message for the other heroes not to fuck with the villains. And he was supposed to be the message itself, because you don't fuck with the villains in my city. My city. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you want the volume 2, let me know in the comments below. God bless you.